Alright, are we live? Let's go ahead and do a sound check and make sure I can hear everything. Yep, I can hear that just fine. Alright, then we are good to go.
Hey, how you doing? Let's hang out for a bit.
Alright, let's get started.
Let's go!
So, I did a lot off-screen this week. The amount of time I spent recording and editing, my goodness. I did like 5 hours of off-screen activities, approximately, and I managed to condense it all down to half an hour. So yeah, we're going to start things off with a little montage of everything that's happened, and I'll try not to pause it too much because it's already half an hour long, but I may need to pause it here and there in order to comment on some stuff. We'll see. Maybe I'll be able to talk fast enough to keep up with the footage. But yeah, without further ado, let's talk about what I did off screen. So mainly I just farmed V3 navies, and in some cases V2s as well. Here we challenge Dex. Gutsman Alpha is the first thing that you fight here with him, because technically when we fought Gutsman Alpha earlier in the story, that's a missable fight, so I guess they just wanted to make sure that you got to fight this version of Gutsman before skipping ahead to Gutsman Beta. Pretty easy fight. I'm not sure what more to say about it, so I guess I'll just comment on just generally what you're going to see in the rest of this montage. So, I hunted down navies, especially all those friendly Navi battles that we were denied for most of the game up to this point. And I also farmed viruses that have special drops now that the custom style is available to us. I demonstrated last time that the custom style, if you defeat a group of viruses with an S rank in under 5 seconds without using the Buster or Navi chips, you can get something called an S plus or an S plus plus rank. And S plus plus is just, meeting the conditions in one turn. It reduces down to an S plus if you take 2 turns to pull it off, if you use something like the full cust or the fast gauge. But yeah, that's Gutsman Alpha dead, so here, Gutsman Beta, not much of a challenge. I don't know if I just killed him before he could show off his moves, or if he has a different moveset from what I had to deal with when facing Copyman masquerading as Gutsman, but he was pretty easy to deal with, at least for this particular fight. I'll have to probably play around with him later and see what other moves he has when his HP gets low, what kinds of battle chips he uses. I know he did a recover. I forget if it was in this game or in Battle Network 2, probably both. And if he's going to do that, then anti-recover might find its time to shine, but there you go, that's the Gutsman V3. And of course, after Dex, I went straight after Tora. Now take on all of my best strategies combined! And I missed whatever he said next because I scrolled through the text too fast. I wasn't thinking when I recorded this. Kingman, definitely tougher. As you noticed there, one interesting discovery I made is that you can push him forward with the lance, which puts him in range of my charge attack as well as things like Life Sword without the need for an area grab or a panel grab or whatever. So yeah, that's nice. But he does move back pretty quickly to the back row, so you have very little opportunity to take advantage of pushing him forward if you're gonna go that route. Also, Sometimes when you hit him with the lance, it doesn't push him forward. I guess if you do it, like, while he's moving, it doesn't count. Here, I was a bit too aggressive. I thought his invulnerability frames ended, but I guess I was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 frames too early with activating Bubble Man. Bubble Man would have totally killed him otherwise. But it's okay, because somehow, despite how long this battle felt, I did actually end up S-ranking this and getting my Kingman V3, so yeah, I was just happy to move on and be done with him. What you're not seeing is all the failed attempts. This folder that I'm using wasn't exactly optimized for him. And there's Tora defeated. Next, I went into this hidden wall computer to hunt down some viruses. So the main virus I was going after was the Trombi, who drops the Timpani battle chip. If you defeat them with Cust style, they can drop the Star version of their chip. But also this was a normal S rank because I used Plant Man. That got me Curse Shield 2 in C code, which I need for a program advance, so I was okay with it. But yeah, my strategy was just taking advantage of copy damage because you don't have that many options when dealing with Dominerds. I headed back over here to the editing computer at the DNN station to farm the Team 1 and Team 2 battle chips in Star Code. I know I already have them from using the Humor and Dark Mind program with the relevant navies that we showed off back when we got those programs. Also, since Trumpy was here, I figured I might as well go after him. I was originally planning to just farm the Fanfare Star from Higsby's shop inside the Numberman cardboard sign thing that you can jack into. Well, I guess if you can jack into it, then it's probably not cardboard. But yeah, that's the place I would recommend going if you're farming the Fanfare and Star Code. Here's Tomoko challenging us, finally. I didn't really go into this fight with a plan, I just went with the basic chip folder that I've been using, maybe with slight modifications. But I didn't really go into this with any particular plan, and I guess I didn't need one because he was easier than I expected. Here I made a bit of a mistake. I should have just used Bubble Man right away to prevent him from cracking open that panel. That probably would have shaved a lot of time off of my delete time. But it's okay. I still managed to get this under 30 seconds. I had Plant Man hold him still, and I waited a little bit before activating Plant Man just to make sure that he would last long enough in the vines for the custom gauge to fill up so I could life sword him while he's stuck there. And life sword him I did. So here he is, taking a life sword to the face, and Plant Man finishes him off with one last, whatever you want to call it, hit of his damage over time, and there's our Metal Man V3. Next I went to Scilab, and jacked into the door sensor computer, and here I also needed to modify my Navi customizer. There's a hothead virus, which is fire-based, so I used oil body in order to increase my chances of getting it to show up, because otherwise the chances of it appearing is like 0.3% or something like that. It took a while to come up with a strategy, but this is what I came up with. Plant the totem and immediately hit the hothead with your copy damage. That allows both of the fishy viruses to get hit by the totem, allowing the hothead to take double damage. Also, while I was in Scilab, I farmed some Rock Arm 1s in Star Code because they do 100 damage. Might be useful for quickly removing, you know, a 100 aura. After that, we switch to the fish program and go to Hades Isle, where we wanted to farm the ice ball in Star Code. Getting it for the story was easy because you didn't need a very high busting level to get the Ice Ball M, but Ice Ball Star required a bit of strategizing, and eventually I came up with this. Copy damage on one of them, and then Sensor 3 diagonally shoots the other one, and we're good. Reset my Navi customizer back to what I typically use, because up next is Drillman. Yeah, I know. I mistakenly said that he was an Undernet 7. I don't know how many times. And his cube is an Undernet 7, but the man himself is over here in Hades Isle. So I wasn't sure how to approach him, so I decided to experiment a little bit before fighting him. And I wanted to test out the rope battle chip, because I thought it would do the same thing that Plantman does, and as you can see, it grabbed that spiky and held him, so I figured maybe this can help hold Drillman still, because he moves too much. And just to make sure that I understood how rope worked, I tested it some more, and it basically targets anything that's targetable in Mega Man's immediate surroundings, like the 8 panels surrounding him, every direction, right, left, up, down, and the 4 diagonal directions. Those 8 panels are what it targets. Unfortunately, it doesn't help with Drillman because he moves too fast to be caught by the vines. So, yeah, I abandoned that strategy and decided to just hope for the best. Interrupting his attacks can help somewhat, because the sensor can actually zap him even when he's in his invulnerability frames. That's the nice thing about sensor. And if you can time it just right, then you can hit him with sensor after he's, you know, been stunned by some other hit. And then once he's stunned by sensor, he's vulnerable to something like, say, a step sword or a step cross or some other hit. And you can just kind of keep a sort of cycle going, especially if you're using the Sensor 3. But yeah, here I got a bit lucky with him appearing on the rows that I needed him to appear on, and there you go, we got our Drillman V3. Next we decided to battle Chod since we were here anyway, and he is actually willing to battle us again, but only once. This is Proto Man Alpha. Not my best performance. The vines from the rope battle chip can work against him if you time it right. But I failed twice, as you'll see later. Also here, oh god, now that I'm looking at this, my biggest blunder. So here, I thought I took a step down before activating my life sword, but nope, complete whiff. Unfortunate, but I had other options. All I needed here was the win. I didn't really need to S-rank it. He does a lot of attacks where he does jump into your part of the field, but it's not very predictable. So Slasher is actually not the best thing to use here. It can hit him, but I wouldn't trust it too much. I wouldn't put too much faith in the Slasher. Here, my HP was so low, I figured, why not? Let's just use the Muramasa, and fortunately, it saved me in a pinch. And there you go, somehow got an S rank, and got Proto Man V2. I don't know if this was a guaranteed drop, but there you go. That's Chod defeated once again, and unfortunately, we can't challenge him again. I was about to walk out, and then realized, oh, going upstairs is actually faster, and then I remembered, wait, let's see if Chod can challenge us again, and no, we can't fight him. He still wants us to get battle experience. Went back to DNN Station. I should have done this when I was farming the Team 1, Team 2, and Fanfare, but I forgot about him. Here's Bullman. For this first battle, since all I needed was the win, I decided to just take it easy and try to observe and see if I could understand his patterns, and every time he tries to go to the back and start this bowling pin machine gun thing that he does, if you can hit him before he starts that, you can kind of get him into a cycle where he moves a couple times and then tries to do it again, and then you hit him, and then he moves a couple times and tries to do it again. Like, it's not entirely reliable, but it's reliable enough that you can get at least a few cheap hits in on him somewhere in, I would say, like the first half of the battle before he starts summoning those rolling pins. And even when he's summoning those rolling pins, sometimes you get lucky and he still gets into that sort of cycle. But one way to really take full advantage of that sort of stun-locking cycle, if you want to call it that, is with, yet again, the Sensor battle chip. Sensor is just proving again and again to be the favorite here. Well, I didn't really get to demonstrate it on Bullman very much. But yeah, if you hit him with something like a Condor or a Rock Arm, and he gets in this stun state, and then you immediately set up a Sensor, especially a Sensor 3, you can keep him there. Pretty much the same idea that I suggested for dealing with Drillman. I'm gonna have to optimize my folder to actually, you know, use that strategy. Here I was just kind of trying and then editing my folder to come up with whatever else might work, and slowly but surely landed upon a win. And there's our basic Bullman B. Next up, of course, we go for the V3. Full power, right down the middle, strike! I like the voice I came up with for Bullman. I couldn't resist. That line had to be in there. Anyway, pretty much the same strategy, he just has more HP. At least as far as I could tell, that's what this battle was. It's nice that Plantman can target some of the bowling pins, and by the way, if you can't stun him out of using his, you know, bowling pin machine gun attack, definitely try to use your charge attack to at least block some of the pins. I think something that would have helped me here is if I put a rock cube, or even better, a rook in front of me to block at least one row of his bowling pin barrage, because that thing can kill you. I'm not too worried about getting hit in terms of busting level, because I've got my, what do you call it, my super armor. So getting hit doesn't really affect my busting level unless I get stunned, but still, I don't have the HP to outlive him for very long, so you gotta kill him fast. Here's Sensor 3. Oh, I thought that was an example of Sensor 3 shooting him while he was in his invulnerability frames. Never mind. I'm pretty sure I have that in here somewhere, but I don't remember where. Anyway, I was having trouble getting his V2, like I kept on getting Zenny, so I decided to switch up my NaviCust and install Collect. That way I'm guaranteed to get a chip no matter what. And here it's just waiting long enough to go over the 30 seconds so that I don't get an S rank. But again, the issue is, do I have enough HP to last that long? And the answer was just barely. Like, I was trying my best to prolong the fight, and at some point my HP was getting low and I was like, okay, I have to chance it. I don't know how much time it's been, but I have to take a chance and finish him off and see if I got the chip, and fortunately I did. And some of you might be wondering from earlier why I didn't go for the program advance that I had with my step crosses. The reason for that is because it doesn't really help me that much. I feel like it's better to have them as 3 separate hits that I can launch at any time, because when you do the program advance for Step Sword or Step Cross, you're kind of stuck with a 5-second time limit. And if you can't hit him 3 times within 5 seconds because of a combination of invincibility frames and positioning, then you're better off just keeping the 3 chips separate. And there you go, that's kind of a mini demonstration of what I was describing earlier with the sensor. And there's Bullman V2. I go back and re-edit my NaviCust back to what I normally use. And then I believe I head out to the relay device sitting outside of DNN Station, yep, to farm Rock Arm 2 in Star Code, and also Rock Arm 3, which doesn't drop in Star Code, but does drop in C Code thanks to Custom Style. C Code is a pretty good code, so I figured might as well have some in that code, and grabbed a couple of those. Also, what happened here was my custom style actually leveled up. Yeah, that's how much I've been farming. So custom style advances to level 2, and we get the NaviCust program Custom 1, which adds 1 more chip to our starting hand. I do end up using it later, but for a while I forget that I have it. There's an example of one strategy you could use to get the Rock Arm 3. And now we move on to the Undernet. So my target this time is the Brushman. You can find him in Undernet 4 or Undernet 5. I would recommend Undernet 5 because in Undernet 4 he might be paired with a Dominerd, and those are not fun to deal with. I got the Boomer 2-star in that fight, but that's okay because in this fight I somehow, despite the 1 in 3 chance of getting him, since there's 3 different viruses here, I ended up getting Holy Panel in Star Code. That's something you can get using the custom style. I had to think about the strategy for this one a little bit, but here's what I came up with. Copy damage the Meteor, and then if you time it just right while the heavy is in that top section of the field, you can get your triple delete. Here I changed up my NaviCust to install the oil body once again because I wanted to get a virus in Undernet 6, this one in particular. No, I'm not after the totem, I'm after the 2B that comes with the totem, so I can get my Discord battle chip in Star Code. I don't know if I'm ever going to use those chips, but if I'm going to use them, they better be in Star Code. Because whatever benefit they bring, I don't think it's worth it if it blocks me from picking my preferred chips. I move on to Undernet 7 and switch to the Fish NaviCust program. Also, I try out this curtain again. We've looked at it before. None but the King of the Undernet shall enter is what it tells you. And yeah, we're not King of the Undernet yet. Here's the battle I was looking for. Even with the Fish program, since there are so many aqua viruses here, you only have like a 1 in 9 chance of getting this fight. So your options here are what I just did, Black Bomb with some fire chip to activate it, or you could also do Life Sword if you stack your folder with wide swords and long swords and set the basic sword as a regular chip. I reset my NaviCust for the next area we'll be visiting, and before leaving I decided why not, let's open the Drillman Cube. We got Gut Impact J, which we need for a program advance, and here it says, there's a voice that chastises from above, only the king of the undernet may... I missed that. And yeah, there's nothing else up that ramp that we haven't seen before. So I switched to the battery NaviCust program, as you saw earlier, in order to get this fight. I was trying to farm sensors. I need those sensor 3s, man. I need them, and B code is a good code. Also, since my strategy relied on having a fire plus 30 in addition to my Black Bomb 3 and Lava Cannon, needing 3 chips meant I'd have better chances of getting them, even with folder manipulation, if I, increased my starting hand. So I installed the custom one, but I also realized, I can just do a double step cross, and the special drop from the Geedle is Triple Bomb E. I mentioned that because here in this next fight, I come up with a new strategy and decide, you know what, I'm gonna send Bubble Man without using him, because I thought that just using a Navi chip is what prevented the S plus or S++ rank, but as you can see there, I got Triple Bomb I this time instead of E. That's the normal drop. So yeah, you're not even allowed to send Navi chips. I redid the battle using my step count manipulation tactic. It's the same exact battle as before, same starting hand, same everything, and this time I got the sensor 3. And yeah, that strategy I showed there, where you do copy damage and then sensor to hit the Joker Eye diagonally, that's probably the easiest way to win that fight. I reset my NaviCust to what I normally use, and decided to go after Darkman Alpha. Actually, not too bad. I probably should have just done this fight last week, but I didn't realize that his attack pattern was so simple. Well, maybe not his attack pattern, but like his movement pattern. He stands there and waits for you to stand in front of him, and if you don't stand in front of him, he just moves after a while. So, because he tends to linger for a while, waiting for you to come up in front of him, that makes him especially vulnerable to the sensor. And I had to stand in front of that hole to block the bats from killing my sensor 3. But yeah, otherwise this wasn't a very difficult fight to win. I'll just have to remember to use all my sensors when I fight his V3, or rather his beta version. I needed some health, so of course I used the totem. And I have to be especially careful from that fire attack because I am in a wood style. That was a concern. But otherwise, this wasn't a particularly difficult fight. It would have looked way easier to you guys if I had gone in knowing what kind of strategy I wanted to use. Here I was just kind of throwing things against the wall and seeing what works. And one thing I really should be doing the next time I fight him is planting my sensors in his side of the field so that if he summons the bats, they don't come at it. And there you go. That's the end of Darkman for now. We'll see him again later. Here I just wanted to show off, you can get the Rook in Star Code, so now Rook is a pretty reliable alternative to the Rock Cube. Setting it as a regular chip, I don't know if... I haven't seen its size yet, but it might work as a regular chip if I have enough regular memory for it. Here I was on the hunt for Shadow in Star Code. As you saw with one of the fights, he can appear in a fight with that virus that drops the Boomerang 2 battle chip. He can also appear in a fight with 2 Meteor 3s. The fight with the 2 Meteor 3s, as you saw, you're more likely to get, what's it called, Big Wave. Because, you know, it's 2 Meteor viruses versus 1 Shadow virus, so yeah, probably not the best odds. Then again, the fight with the, what was it called, the Gloomer and the Shadow, it seemed like I was consistently getting the... Well, I didn't save it, I just kept resetting the battle every time it happened, so it's not here in my pack, but if the Gloomer drops its chip instead of the Shadow, then you get Boomerang 2... No, wait, it's not a Gloomer, it's a Doomer. Yeah, it's a Doomer, because if it was Boomerang 2, it would be in Star Code. The Doomer drops Boomerang 3 in L code, if you want that. I guess I might grab one off screen later, but it won't be in a montage next time if that's what you're expecting. I just kind of included the important ones I was hunting down. But yeah, Boomerang 3 in L code is what I was getting to drop like 9 times out of 10. And you saw that I took a hit there when I tried to do the double delete with my step cross. That was on purpose because I found that taking the hit seems to actually get the Shadow to drop. Like, I would repeat the same battle over and over again using my step count manipulation tactic that I've demonstrated before, and that was the only way I was getting it to drop. The only way it was dropping seemed to be when I took the hit. I guess taking a hit is one of the things that changes the RNG. Firing the Buster can also mess with the RNG a little bit, but I can't fire the Buster because custom style requires you to not fire the Buster or use a Navi chip if you want the S plus or S plus plus busting level. So yeah, that wasn't an option, so taking a hit was my only chance. It was the only thing I could do to change the RNG. Like, if I showed you the raw footage, you would see it was Boomerang 3L over and over and over and over and over and over again. I only got 2 Shadows out of... I was probably trying those battles, whether it was the Mentor version or the Doomer version of the battle with the Shadow virus. I was trying those battles for probably over half an hour and only got 2 Shadows to show for it. I might farm 2 more off screen next week, but it's a more pressing matter for white version than it is for blue version. In blue version, we've got 3 Invis chips in Star Code. We're good. In white version, you only get 1 copy of Invis in Star Code, so yeah, Shadow is pretty much the only option for blue version. Or, not blue, white version, rather. I misspoke. But yeah, here's the stuff we got. Here's all of it. The Metagel 3, I showed it off in that montage. You get the U code if you use Custom Styles special drop. And then the S and T you can get if you just defeat them normally with a busting level in the range of, I believe it's 9 to S. 50-50 on whether you get the S or the T. Well, a little bit less than 50-50 because there's also a Meteor in that fight, so there's a chance of getting Dyna Wave. But you know what I mean. The Holy Panel in Star Code, I know I showed off when I got it. We need a holy panel in our code, at the very least, but Star Code covers that. There's a program advance that uses holy panel, and I'm sure they give you holy panel in our code at some point. I might even already have it, for all I know. But if you don't have holy panel R, then this is a good alternative. Just farm a Brushman using custom style to get holy panel star, and you'll be good to do that program advance. Let's see. Anything else I want to comment on before we get started today? Let's see. Okay, yeah, that is everything. I did, of course, as per usual, stock up on chips from Higsby's chip order, which we're going to dump in here immediately. Let's see what we get for today. We pretty much have all the standard chips. We're only missing one, which we're about to get. Aqua Sword and P code. The Lex Sword and E code. Might be good for... Let me think. Yeah, I guess there's a potential E folder that I could make. I feel like E is at least a decent code. We're definitely not going to get anything new today, but maybe we can get more of something good that we already have. That's the hope here. How many codes of that whole chip do I have now? More Volcano. So much for farming it legitimately. Oh, hey there, Icarus. I don't know if you're new here, but we're pretty much in like the post-game section, so if you're new to Battle Network, I guess this'll be quite something. Not what I would recommend for your first Battle Network experience, but I'll try my best to teach as I go. We're just throwing a bunch of unused battle chips, a bunch of just cheap stuff that I bought from the shop, in hopes of getting something better. This is how I've been starting like the last, I don't know, 15 or so parts, whenever it was that I unlocked these chip traders. So far, nothing that stands out. Wow. Now they're digging into the really old chips. At the very least, I would like an Elemental plus 30 chip, but I'm actually more likely to get that from the 3-chip trader over at Higsby's shop instead. I should probably be using that from now on because I don't think there's anything good left to get from these red ones. I stand corrected. Lance Z is a good chip to get. Boomer 3 and O code. Oh. I'm trying to remember what good chips I had in O code. Nothing is coming to mind. But hey, a Recover 300 isn't bad. It can save you in an emergency. MMBN3, not half bad. Actually, yeah, throw out the panel, grab A's. Ooh, a prism, let's go! Prism is a pretty busted chip, if you know how to abuse it. And for our last trade, we get a fire rat on H. Let's go. Okay, now we need to head off. Oh, actually, before this, let me go ahead and get that video out of my OBS, just so that it doesn't screw with things later. Let's see, remove. Yeah, there we go. That should be good. Now we're heading over to Scilab, because even though we haven't gotten the whole family yet, we can actually claim a new virus chip for the Scuttle family. And the music just decided to cut out again. So I did go ahead off screen and redistribute the food for all the viruses that I got Omega versions for, which is all but the Scuttle family. So that's taken care of. And here we're going to claim our newest chip. But also we need to finish feeding the Scuttle family. I did most of it off screen so that you wouldn't have to suffer through all of that needless dialogue. Scuttlest. Sounds mysterious. And they misspelled mysterious. We've developed a new chip as a result of our research. Use this chip in battle to call a Scuttlest from here. And we got the Scuttlest A chip. And that's all. Please come to feed the viruses sometime. I'm sure that the viruses would love to meet you. I wonder if we can... Oh, and there it is. It glows in yellow. S200, our standard chip library is complete. Let's see, can I still talk to him? If I say please... Okay, yeah, he still goes through the whole list. Okay, let's feed our Scuttle viruses. We still don't have the Omega version, so this isn't permanently how I want the distribution to be, but for now we're just going to feed this guy. I've got 2 more feedings left. They're knocking on their food box. It's almost as if they're demanding more food. Scut's food box. Feed them? Sure. Scut scratches about on the ground. And one more. Mega Man put the bug frag in the container. Scut scratches about on the ground. It looks like that was all the food these viruses want. Let's go and try feeding a different type. Welcome, the Scuttlest viruses are growing well. Please allow me to redistribute food for the viruses. No need to redistribute for now. But are they not going to tell me? I guess I have to gather the whole family first. That's fine by me. Alright, and that's everything at Scilab taken care of. What else do we have? Right, compression codes, and also... Oh, that's something I forgot to comment on. So you may have noticed in the montage that when I first opened my NaviCust, my super armor was still in its uncompressed state from how I left it last time. If you remember last time, we did the compression code on Super Armor, but then I canceled my NaviCust edits and it reset back to before I did the compression. Well, the game still remembers that I compressed it, so when I removed the Super Armor to install Oil Body and then went back and put it in later, it was compressed. So, yeah. Compression is permanent. You can bypass it only once if you never move that program out of your NaviCust. Or if you do move it out, just don't run. Don't hit the green run button over here. So yeah, the more you know. So anyway, let's finish compressing all of our other programs, because why not? Let me go ahead and pull up the compression codes real quick. And also, let's go ahead and put my keys on the screen for you guys to see. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so for those of you who are unfamiliar with my setup, I use my Z key as the A button, my X key as the B button, my C key as right bumper, and my A key as left bumper. And for those wondering why I don't use A and S for left and right bumper instead, I'm just more comfortable with the bottom row of the keyboard. I prefer to keep the middle row as a secondary thing for like secondary stuff, but for the buttons I use the most, it's usually, I like to keep it to the bottom row as much as I can. Anyway, Brake Buster has the code. You need to hold select in order to do this if you don't remember from last time. But holding select and then you input the code. So the code for this Brake Buster is right bumper, A, B, down, and then left bumper twice. And that took 1 square off of it. All of these compression codes only take 1 square off. Next up is brake charge. So this one is B, A, left, left bumper, up, and B. There we go. Oh, and it applied to both of my brake charges at the same time. Interesting. Okay, for set sand, let me scroll down to this. So for set sand, it is left, AAB, up, left. For set metal, it's B, right bumper, right, right, left bumper, left bumper. Okay, for custom 1, it's going to be right, 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 up, right, B. Block is the next one I have. Let me scroll down. So block, I guess I can squeeze it in there after compression. I don't want to. Oh, actually, can't. Yeah, I can because I can use blue programs in custom style. Okay, so block is down, B, up, down, A, left. Next up, we've got shield. So this one is left, right, down, RB, down, RB. Reflect is going to be B, up, A, left, left, B. Next up is Shadow Shoe. That one is up, left, right, LB, up, RB. Float Shoe is left, down, left, LB. Anti-damage is LB, left, RB, A, right down. Energy change and alpha and press, we cannot compress them, unfortunately. All three of these story-related programs are not compressible. So yeah, nothing we can do about that. Next up is sneak run. So this one is gonna be RB, LB, B, down, down, down. Oil body is upright, AA, RB, up. Fish is LB, RB, down, up, left, right. Battery is right, RB, LB, left. And jungle is A, RB, left, B, A. Collect is B, down, right, RB, right, right. Air shoes is gonna be up, BB, down, A, RB. Undershirt is left, up, B, LB, left, up. And next up is fast gauge, actually, so let me temporarily remove it. So fast gauge is B, down, A, RB, left, RB. Okay. And now I can put it back in here. Oh, wait. Oh no! Oh no, this is bad. Well, actually I can get around it. It's not too terrible. Oh, I can just cancel. Yeah, and I'll deal with it later. Anyway, next up is Rush, which I'm probably never gonna use. So this one is gonna be LBA, down, BBB. Beat is gonna be A, down, AA, RBA. And Tango is gonna be A, down, left, LB, LB, RB. Can't do it to weapon level. Can't do it to any of these plus parts. Anything that has this, you know, grid pattern to it. Nope. Can't do it. Bug stop. Let's see. Is gonna be B, down, up, B, down, B. Humor is gonna be up, RB, A, left, right, right. Black Mind, I don't think I'm ever gonna use it again, but right, left, right, down, RB, down. Buster Max is gonna be down, A, RB, RB, LB, left, left. And Dark License is the last one I have currently from this list, which is RB, LB, RB, down, left, B, RB. And there we go. Okay, and now my fast gauge is currently uncompressed. I'll worry about dealing with its compressed form later. Okay, that's all of our compressions done. Did I get my ticket to Yoka? There we go. It's off to secret area to finish what we started last time. Hopefully. We'll see how far we get. Alright, in we go. So, I was studying the maps of the later games to see... Like, I was trying to kind of cross-reference that with what I remember from playing the post-game in my middle school years, trying to just figure out, like, how far did I get? And, well, we're gonna see something later that is definitely something I remember engaging with. But it's something that exists in the future games as well. And I checked to see what are the conditions for finding it in the future games, and there is no way I met those conditions before. Because I didn't engage with the post-game for any of the Battle Network games, except for Battle Network 3. Do I even want to do this battle? No, let's run. But yeah, as I was saying, so I didn't really engage with the post-game of any of the Battle Network games before Battle Network 3, and I never actually finished with Battle Network 3. I remember this area, I remember entering it. So there's that at least. That I was 100% sure about. But what I was less sure about is exactly how far I got. And, well, today we're going to reach where I believe I reached. It'll be easier for me to explain once we get there. So yeah, last time we got stuck around here, I kind of got lost. So if we go down this path, there's a guy here telling us something about a bug frag trader. Bug frag trader 300. So yeah, let me just reload the save. That's probably quicker than walking all the way back. Oh, and I got a blue star on my title screen. Hold on. Yeah, that's for completing all the standard chips. Good to know. So then I took this route last time, and that is pretty much where we ended things. So there's this door over here. You may pass, O gainer of the people's trust. And we get the NaviCust program HP plus 500, which maybe I should use against, you know, navies like Bowman, where survivability is a bit of an issue. Oh, should I try it? Should I try it? I might as well try it. Well, I want to send flame... Oh, wait. If I do that, then I can't get... Then I have 0 chance of getting the shadow. Okay. Let's do this. What do we get? Boomer 3L. How did I know that that was going to happen? Anyway, that just reminded me I need to modify my chip folder. So, yeah, full cust, I hate to let it go, but the reality is, with my fast gauge going as fast as it is, I've run into a bunch of scenarios where my custom gauge fills up before I can even use the full cust, so yeah, I guess there isn't much harm in abandoning it. And it frees up 1 mega chip space for a new Navi. So what Navi chip do I want to put in here? Well, first off, let's sort this mess. I think I want to see how much memory do I have. 41 megabytes. Where is Proto-Man? Even the most basic Proto-Man is 68 megabytes. Okay, then we don't want Proto-Man. I'm looking for... There's gotta be a Navi chip. Like a V1 Navi chip, maybe, that I can use. Let me think here. Can I sort by... I guess I can sort by megabytes. And that way I don't have to look at anything that's above 41 megabytes. Okay, here we go. So there's the 41s. Ooh, I can fit Gutsman V2. And that's not an issue in blue version, because blue version doesn't carry the risk of earning points towards the ground style. So I could do that. Same thing for Metal Man. A free stun might not be a bad idea. Desert Man might not be a bad idea. And Kingman, 140 damage isn't bad. Roll gives equal points towards recovery and... or towards, rather, shield and team style, so probably not the optimal choice. I suppose a Flame Man 1 wouldn't be bad. Anything else here? Well, that answers my question from earlier. Rook can definitely fit as a regular chip. Any other Navi chips in here? I don't see any. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Desert Man. Well... Nah, I guess Flame Man would be better. More compatibility with chip codes already existing in my folder. Yeah, let's do Desert Man. Where is he? Desert Man, there he is. Then again, I suppose Beast Man could benefit more from my Navi plus 40. Oh my, decisions. And Beast Man is compatible with my sensors. Yeah, let's do Beast Man. Okay, that will do. And then, do I have any other mega chips in here? No, I have room for one more then. What do I put in here? Well, I suppose that keeps a space open for the Muramasa, which we're probably going to need later. Yeah, for now let's go with this. Okay, this warp we didn't take before, this is new. So first we're going to go up and to the right. Okay, let's start earning points towards that team style. Well, that's not fun. Wow, let me just reload my save. I lost all my health there. Did I save my chip folder edits? Yes, I did. I'm glad I trusted in my habits. Okay, this should be better. Should. Aw, that could have been a double delete. Oh well. Okay, so if we smash this next monolith, we should be able to access that little island that you see to the top right. There's actually an invisible walkway. Let's go ahead and use the hammer, and let's see what's in store for us. This one is probably harder than the one that came before. That's it. Oh. I thought Beastman's attack was considered a sword-based attack. Oh well. That's fine, that's what Step Cross is for. I don't have to worry about using Navi chips here, actually. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Ah. Yeah, let's do the totem and recover. Maintaining health is really important for these, what do you call them, sequential battles. You know, copy damage probably would have been good to bring here. Well, I think I have my answer. That was quick. I'm so glad I stocked up on sensors. This is one of the most broken chips ever, and I love it. Oh. Oh, you guys are so screwed. Oh, I was gonna try the spread thing. Wait, what? How did Beast... I don't understand what that attack pattern was from Beastman just now. I hate these things so much. Ah, thank God. Probably should have gone with Gutsman after all. Plant Man can finish him. Oh, this is interesting. I mean, the Slimies are gonna move away from those holy panels, so there's not much point other than, I guess, delaying the deletion, but that's not really a problem here because we don't really have to delete them that quickly. We just have to survive. There is no timer, there is no reward for killing them faster. Yeah, let's go with this. I need to heal. Uh-oh. This could be bad. I don't have boomerangs in this folder to deal with these guys. I guess I'm just gonna have to rely on a bit of luck. Probably Flame Man will be the best way to deal with it. Why did I do that? That was meant for when they're actually on their own side of the field. Okay, Plant Man can finish him. Perfect. Ooh, Red Devil. On a holy panel. That's not good. Alright, that's one of those taken care of. Mistimed. Well, he does move around, so there's a bit of a saving grace. Okay, let's add all of this. Unfortunately, the sensor, while it does penetrate invis, it does not penetrate shadow. The only thing that can hit this is sword attacks. I would hope the shadow chip has the same effect. Alright, that wasn't too bad. And for our efforts, we are rewarded with anti-navi in M code. So yeah, we're guaranteed to get it for a certain program advance that requires it in that specific code, but I think we already have it here. Yeah, we've got 2 of them now because one of them just so happened to drop for us from the chip trader. Let's see. How do I deal with you guys? Apart from using Beastman, that is. Well, I can kill one of them at the very least. Oh, maybe not. Well, yeah, because it can... There. So, yeah, I guess my keys are still showing on screen, which is a good thing. So, I learned some of the secret battle chip commands, and for Beastman, what you have to do is not only the A button, but also the B button. If you press those buttons at the instant that his attacks land, he can do more hits to those panels. And it has to be specifically when he strikes, but you're probably better off just kind of alternate mashing between the 2 buttons to get that extra damage. There's something standing in my way here. Oh, of course. A hidden security system. Did I save? Hold on. Okay. Now, let's see what they've got here so we can come up with a strategy to deal with it. Oh. They all need to be deleted at the same time with 400 damage, huh? Okay, so Grass Stage and Black Bomb. Yeah, that's gonna be the play. Return to title screen. I'll use my folder 2 for this. What do I want to remove from here? I guess I'll remove the bubble sides. Remove 3 of them. And let's see, we need Black Bomb 3. And we've got plenty of fire chips, so actually, let's just put bubble side back in. Let's put one of the bubble sides back in. Where was it? Oh, there it is, in F code, and then we need a grass stage. And let's set that to regular just to save ourselves some time. Oh, and equip the folder, and that should do it. And we already have our combo. How nice. Oh, and I get to heal up. And there we go. What is our reward? An HP memory. I'll take it. Okay, and then Oh, wrong folder. Let's switch back to a regular folder, but first let's take these out in case I need them later. And let's see, bubble side. There we go, that's that folder taken care of. Re-equip our usual folder and save. Okay, I think next we were supposed to go up this way. Yep. You may pass, O possessor of the greatest power. The door opens. Uh-oh. I think I want to save closer to the door. Yeah, in case I have to redo this fight. Alright. What kind of voice do I give this guy? I mean, it's only gonna be a few lines anyway, but...
You, the blue Navi, wait! You there, let me get a look at you. I'm JapanMan, the greatest spear fighter ever. And I shall shish kebab you if you try to go any further.
What's this guy's problem? Watch out for him, Lan. He looks pretty good with a spear. And I feel even more power from him than I did from Darkman.
Are you ready to meet your maker? I usually don't like to take on kids, but orders are orders. En garde.
Here he comes. Battle routine set. Execute. Watch me forget the voice when he inevitably gives us his last words. Okay, no clue what this guy does. I don't remember this guy too well. And by that I mean I don't really remember him at all. But I do remember something that comes after him, so I must have fought him. Oh. What was that? I guess he's not that hard of a fight if you stay in the back, unless whatever he just did is going to be a problem for us. I forgot to put in the command. Oh. That's what calling for backup does. Okay. I might be able to wipe him out with my next move, if there's enough damage behind it. One of these better work. Yes! Whew. That was a close one. Okay, I mean, if I was able to defeat him that unprepared, then maybe that's why I don't remember him. And I've already forgotten the voice I gave him.
I cannot believe I was defeated by such a little whelp. Serenade, please forgive me. Ah!
Wow, was he strong. Looks like he was one of Serenade's followers. Wow, I wonder how powerful Serenade will be. I can't even imagine. Yeah. Alright, Secret Area 3, here we are. We're gonna need to heal up over the course of the next few battles. You may pass, O loving bearer of many. So this requires you to find every virus. Not necessarily the Omega versions, I don't think. I'm not sure what the rules on for this. I'll have to double check with this one. But clearly we don't have all of them because we've only got half of the Scuttle family. So there's this path. And I do remember this. This is something I remember. I remember this specific press path. Oh. Wait. Are they... No, they're not the tameable ones. That one's standing on a holy panel. Oh no! Okay! That's one way this can go. Maybe I need to go back over here first. Heal up a bit. Yeah, find me something I can deal with comfortably. Get rid of the shadow first, and then I can do whatever I want with this doomer. Alright, here we are. Who needs a full energy when you have totems? And folder back. Timed it right that time. Well, I don't have to use them, just, yeah. Not the best busting level, but I got what I came for, a full heal. Okay, let's try that again. I think the actual tameable version of the virus is over here somewhere. Please tell me it doesn't count as him being on the holy panel. Okay, good. What can I do with Beastman here? So, oh, well, I guess I'm gonna need to go onto that front row to position myself, but then what? So, Beastman targets 3 spaces ahead and diagonally around. No, there's no way Beastman can hit them. the ice panels prevent me from doing that. What about step cross? Step cross is also no good. Okay, step sword it is. There we are. Okay, I think this is where we can tame the rest of the Scuttle family. Yep. Okay, let's try and step cross that Scuttlist first and foremost. Oh no. Oh no! It doesn't do wood tower in this game, it's much, much worse. Wow, and it's fast too. Okay, yeah, the wood one definitely needs to die first. Okay. Counterattack? Oh wait, it doesn't matter even if it is a counterattack. This battle doesn't have a reward screen. Man! I could have gotten a bug frag. Alright, those two are going into the breeder. And now I should be able to talk to the Mr. Prog over there and get the hint for the boss location. Now, what was down this path? Might be progression, actually. I probably should have explored the other way first. Oh boy. Yeah, Sensor should be able to deal with that thing. I don't know why I was standing right in front of its attack. That was poor thinking on my part. Okay, now we just have to deal with this mole. What can we do about him? I guess we can Bubble Man him for sure. I'm trying to think. I guess I could do some sort of step cross maneuver like I did with the Dominards, where I have him come behind me, and then... Let's see. If I was in the front, and then I went... No, it's not possible. So step cross and step sword are definitely not options. Might as well throw them out. Plant Man is definitely an option. Just gotta wait for him to get off those holy panels. There. Okay, this way... Ah, here it is. This is what I vividly remember from playing this game in my middle school days. This is the Bug Frag Trader, and this is what I've farmed so many Bug Frags for. I've already bought out all the Bug Frag shops. I've already fed all the viruses to full capacity. So there's nothing left to do with our Bug Frags except insert them 10 at a time and see what kinds of chips we get. I remember loving this thing because it dropped some really, really rare chips. At least they were rare to me at the time. Now I have pretty much everything, at least as far as standard chips are concerned. And yeah, there's some sort of growling noise. Chip data appeared with a thunderous growl. Shadow and U-code. A free JapanMan. Alright, I'll take it. It would have been nice if it was a V2, but I'll take it. And JapanMan is Y code. How does that make sense? I'll have to see what his Japanese name is. Plantman V2 we already have. Life Aura D, I will take that. We probably need it. And it only drops in D code, by the way. I looked it up ahead of time. D is the only code for Life Aura. There's Darkman V2, that's good. That means I can just focus on S ranking and getting Darkman V3. Good to know that V2 chips of the new guys can actually drop. That means JapanMan V2 is a possibility. More panic, because we definitely need those, right? I wonder if they actually work on Navi battles. Because as far as I'm aware, Panic is just a PvP type of chip. But if it works on just Navis that you fight in-game, then I'm all for it. More roll V3, but we are already guaranteed one by the game, so I guess if you want to trade one with a friend who wants early access to the roll V3, it's there. And there's JapanMan V2, let's go. This is why I love the Bug Frag Trader. So there was a guy who said Bug Frag Trader 300. And what he's hinting at is, well, you'll see what happens once we've done a certain number of trades in the Bug Frag Trader. Oh yeah, this thing can drop V3s, so I guess I didn't really need to farm all those Navis after all. Guardian O, let's go. This was a chip. I don't remember how I got it, but I remember having it back when I played this again in my middle school days. It probably came from the Bug Frag Trader. And we got a Drillman V4! Alright. So, yes, there are V4 Navi chips in this game, and in fact, there are also V5 Navi chips in this game. As for the V4 Navi chips, the way you're supposed to get them is by using team style and fighting these Navis and S-ranking them in under 20 seconds. The basic S-rank is beating them under 30 seconds without flinching, and Super Armor guarantees that we don't flinch. But as an additional step, if you have the team style and you do it in an even more restrictive time limit, then you can get the V4 to drop. It's good to know that we can just get them for free, and there's a Plantman V4. I'm definitely swapping out my Plantman V3 for that. Waterline, not terrible, but we already got it. Visit the bug frag trader 20 times is what that achievement says. Okay, that means we're 2/3 of the way to spending 300 bug frags. Godstone and S-code, not bad. That thing has a program advance, which we showed off before. Or a Y we already had. I don't know if we had it in Y code, but we already had the chip in our library. Haven't really done much with the Knight, apart from just trying it out over a week ago. Mol 3 in E-code would have been nice if we could get it in star code, but Mol 3 actually does not have a star code. Mol 1 and Mol 2 do, but not Mol 3. Already got you in star code, so I'm not particularly impressed by Timpani. There's JapanMan V3. Oh god, we don't even need to fight him. I mean, we probably have to fight him for some sort of post-game thing, but as far as chip collecting is concerned, doesn't look like we have to do that anymore. Well, maybe we still do if we need the V4. Ooh. My chip folder is getting an upgrade. Rock Arm 3 in C code. Well, how about that? Maybe it's a good thing I didn't farm up 4 of these, otherwise I would have felt really bad here. Ah, here it is. So we've spent 300 bug frags, and now we get this scene. I wonder what that growling was. Try again. Yes. We're gonna keep going. Don't mind that growling. It'll become relevant later. Fire plus 30. Nice. We're finally getting our elemental plus chips. Oh yeah. Keep them coming. A pure attack plus 30 would be nice too. Oh my, a Beastman V4. Okay, I guess Team Style has less work to do. And JapanMan V4. We've got the whole JapanMan series. Poor guy, we just fought him once and we never have to fight him again. I defeated him while I was barely trying. And there's our Darkman V3. More fire. Keep it coming. Another Volcust, let's go! I mean, to be fair, it does eat into our mega chip limit, so it's not as good as it was in Battle Network 2, where you could just use as many as you wanted. Well, as many as you could stuff in your chip folder anyway. Time Bomb, I'm pretty sure I have the full series already. More Timpani. Ah, great. Here we go again with this stuff. Hold on. Let me take this bot message out of the chat. How do I... Let's see. I'm forgetting how to do this. Let me open up this window and... let's see. How do I... I've done this before. Why can't I do it now? Maybe it's... okay, I think this is it. And then... well, that blocks him, but what about the... oh, hey there, Man. Trying to figure out how to get rid of this bot comment. I know I've done it before, but I can't seem to find the button for it. Click the name, and then... oh, and then under messages... is this right? No, that's not it. Okay, there we go. And then... there we go, yep. Thanks, you showed up at the perfect time. Yeah, that's what I just did. I just hit ban and that's what did it. I thought block was gonna do it, but no, I have to hit ban. Anyway, yeah, I just reached the bug frag trader and I started with like 1,700 bug frags and I'm getting a ton of V4s. I kind of regret postponing team style now because there's nothing left for it to do. Alright, another free prism, let's go! I overfarmed. I definitely overfarmed. How did I get so many bug frags? I farmed the ever-living daylights out of the armor computer at the Yoka Inn, because until you defeat JapanMan Alpha, the only thing that shows up in that computer is a bunch of Metors and Metor 2s, which are very easy to get counterattacks on. So, yeah, that's what I did, because I was gonna be leveling up my style changes anyway. I was trying to get out of the bug style, and figured might as well farm bug frags while I'm at it because I was gonna need them, and, well, now we're having so much fun, aren't we? Perhaps too much fun. Anti-Sword B. Okay, that's going into the Proto-Man folder. I'm okay using Buster Max to skip grinding. Oh, yeah, I haven't tried the Buster Max at all. I've played all 3 games and haven't even tried the Buster Max yet. I just kind of want the authentic experience. And what that gets me is 5 hours of grinding that I summarized in a half-hour montage that I displayed at the start of the stream. But yeah, deleting the Metors in the armor computer isn't too hard. It doesn't take too long. Especially if you load up your chip folder with a bunch of bubblers and heat shots and whatnot. did I clean out the other bug frag shops a long time ago. A long time ago. Pretty much as soon as I unlocked them, I cleaned them out on day one. I think I've cleaned out every shop in the game except for that first net dealer in AC/DC. I think he's still holding like some cannons and stuff. Have I gotten that program down the hidden path near here? No, not yet. Not yet. I just got here to Secret Area 3, grabbed the scuttle viruses for my virus breeder, and just made it to this thing. And yeah, we're headed for that program next. But first, we need to deplete all these bug frags. They must go, and there's nowhere else for them to go. Oh yeah, I know. I previewed it. I read what it does. It's basically... well, I guess it's safe to spoil it since it's within reach now. It basically does what the hub style did in Battle Network 2, kind of, to some extent. It gives you kind of a mix of the characteristics of all of the previous style changes that we got. Well, not all of them, some of them. Let's see, how many V4s am I still missing at this point? I'm missing, I think I don't have a Gutsman V4 yet. Oh yes, I know how much you love Flashman. Especially after that conversation we had last time about your crazy folder. Oh, 4 Navi chips you won't be able to get using this trader. I mean, I'm thankful that there's at least something for the team style to do. Oh, team style won't get it either. Oh, hold on, is it, oh, right. Got it. Mistman. Yeah, I don't know, I might be able to... I mean, I have multiple computers. I don't know if my other computers can run this game, but if they can, then I can just trade between both versions with myself, because I've been playing both games in parallel. I've been streaming blue version live and just recording white version and uploading that on the channel where I post all my VODs. Probably not gonna do that again for Battle Network 4 because, my god, it's tiring trying to keep up both versions between each other. Because I've done it in a way where wherever I reach in blue version, I try to reach the same point in white version before I start the next stream of blue version. And sometimes if I make a lot of progress in blue version, that means a lot of work during the week in white version as well. And also, I keep getting my chips mixed up. I don't remember sometimes which chips I got in white version versus blue version, and that's been messing me up for a while, so yeah, I'm probably going to do a different approach when I get to Battle Network 4. Oh my goodness. Which Navis do I not have yet? Yeah, I remember. I played Blue Moon. I played all of the Battle Network games back when I was a kid. But not all versions of all games, and not all to the same degree of completion. Battle Network 3 is the one that I definitely played the most. It's the one where I actually engaged with the post-game. But for all the other ones, I either never did the post-game at all, or barely did any of it, like barely scratched the surface of it. And yeah, I probably want to check my library at this point just so I can keep track. How many V4s do I have? And how many are still missing? Let's see. JapanMan series complete, Darkman complete. We're missing Bullman. Metalman complete, Drillman complete, Flameman complete, Plantman is complete, Desertman is complete, Bubbleman, Beastman, Flashman, Protoman, Gutsman. I guess we're missing... Is there a Roll V4? Because that's all we're missing now. A Roll and a Bullman. I know the Chip Trader autosaves, but it's just instinct. I have to do it. And Roll doesn't have a V4. I figure, because you can't battle her, so why would there be one? And Aqua plus 30, that'll make Bubbleman a bit more broken. Okay, so all that leaves is Bullman V4 if he's even a possible drop. Well, we've got 900 bug frags to help us find out. And I'm starting to see just a lot of standard chips, so I think we may have just cleaned out all the new stuff that can drop from here. Yeah, I'll see if I can trade with myself, and if not, then I'll message you and we'll do an exchange that way. Yeah, I think we've cleaned this thing out. Well, here's hoping for more of the good stuff or better codes for the stuff we already have. Alright, more plus 30s. Oh, I'd love to get an attack plus 30 from this. I don't think I've seen that appear yet, just the universal attack plus 30. Oh yeah, I've done the snake strats before. Wood plus 30 was great for that. Actually, did I even have a wood plus 30 at the time? I remember wrecking Flashman with it. I must have had a wood plus 30. Alright, more Black Bomb 3. Gladly take that. And I guess if anybody wants to trade some chips, I've got some good ones to give away now. A Navi plus 40, let's go! So yeah, this is about as far as I got when playing as a kid. And I wasn't really good at collecting all the chips, so I'm pretty sure I didn't fight Serenade. Pretty sure. I remember reaching here, being fascinated by this bug frag trader and playing around with it for a little while, getting that message after dumping 300 bug frags into it and not knowing what happens next. Yeah, it is a mega chip, but you know, if your strategy centers around one Navi, could potentially be broken. I mean, could you imagine, like, a Bubble Man with 4 Navi plus 40s attached? What would that be? 180 damage per hit. And that's even worse than, well, even worse for your opponent than anti-damage, right? How much anti-damage does what? 10 attacks of 180 each? Or did I say anti-damage? Bodyguard is what I meant to say. Or no, it was like 18 attacks of 100 each for 1800 damage. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah. Bubble Man with 4 Navi plus 40s is still a little bit less damage than Bodyguard, but at least you don't run the risk of, if the opponent moves around a lot, you don't run the risk of any of the hits missing since it's a screen dimming chip. I definitely farmed too many bug frags. This is dragging on. I think you guys can see how furiously I'm pressing my A button. Ooh, didn't know that thing can drop a W code. I mean, it's not a very common code. One Navi plus 40 and 3 Aqua plus 30s. Oh, well. Yeah, if you're worried about leaving enough space for your mega chips. Oh, right, I forgot about V4. You're right, V4 of Bubble Man should hit more times than V3. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that that would be better than Bodyguard. Just for the reliability. I think I might want to try that. Well, I guess one thing that could defeat it, though, is, of course, an aura. A life aura of 200, that would just completely nullify it. The one sad thing here is we're getting all these chips when we're practically at the end of the game, so there's not much to use them on. But hey, I guess that's what PvP is for. $2,700 against Flame Man with... Oh, that's with Bubble Man and a Navi plus 40 and 3 Aqua plus 30s. Let me see, 60 plus 90, 150 times... Well, 300, because it's Flame Man times 9. Yeah, that's 2,700. Yep. But what's the point? We already have all of Flame Man's chips at this point, except for, of course, the V5. Ice Wave 3. What a chip to end off on. Alright. Now I need to find a battle that's actually survivable so I can heal up. Alright, we got Sanctuary and Sea Code, and I think there's the hidden path over here. Or is it... Ah, yep, there it is. Okay. I'm not liking the looks of this fight, but we'll try. And yeah, let's throw this out. I don't know what I was thinking with that. I should have just aimed straight down the middle. Baseman isn't gonna help us here either. Let's step across. Got one of them. I thought I was in the middle row. Oh, they work against each other. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's try healing up. Uh-oh. That's not good. I think I can survive now that the wood one is dead. Okay, yeah, we're good. Now all I have to do is wait for my totems to come out. And if I run out, there's Folderback. Let's throw those out. Might as well get some damage on him. Toss those out. Let's throw those out. And there's another totem. I think we'll be good after this one. Could use some more. And there's Folderback. Right when you need it. I feel like it would be funny if players started saying, for everything else there's Folderback. Kind of memeing on the for everything else there's MasterCard quote from those old commercials. What was the full quote? I think it was like, life comes at you fast, and then for everything else there's MasterCard. I think that was the saying. Whew! That's called victory armor right there. Alright, let's try this. This one's in white. That has me worried. Oh, and I missed that comment. End of the game, we've still got quite a ways to go. Do we really? Well, I mean, I have read about how there's, like, after you collect every mega chip, you get like 5 different completion stars, and then you input a code and get basically like a hard mode where there's 2 more stars to get. I mean, I wasn't too worried about like 100% completion, but I feel like it's close enough with this game that I might just go for it. If it's, you know, if it's not too demanding. If it is, then I'll just move on to the next game. Oh, you call it post game. That feels like a very adequate name. Oh, and the quote is, there are some things money can't buy, for everything else there's MasterCard. Okay. Never mind, then. I guess, well, we could totally make a meme out of that. There are some things Zenny can't buy, for everything else there's folder back. It's not hard mode, it adds new fights. Okay, so that's all it does. It's just the Omega Navis. Nothing changes with the viruses. That's Battle Network 4. Yeah, I guess for everything else there's bug frags is a more appropriate version of the quote. But I like to think of Folderback, because think about it, Folderback is kind of like an infinite credit card that you just swipe as many times as you want, without hesitation, without reservation. Until one day it blows up in your face, which I guess in this game it never does. That's kind of the angle that I'm going with. But yeah, for everything else there's bug frags is also a good way to complete that quote. Anyway, let's start this. I don't even know what it's called anymore. Sequential battle. What was it called in Battle Network 2? There was a name for it. Survival battle. That's what it was. Yeah, I'll take you out first. I already did fully feed my viruses. All that's left is the Scuttle family. Oh, Flame Man, this one's for you. I forgot to change out my chips. That's okay. These battles probably aren't hard enough to require V4 Navi chips. Alright, and that's the second one done. Oh no. Not the ratties. I hate these things so much. But yeah, first order of business is definitely taking care of the Ella Globe. The ratty we can deal with. Well, actually wait, let me think about this. The Ella Globe is going to move diagonally back, and then I can probably hit it with my charge attack and finish it off that way. Maybe the ratty is the higher priority. Well, I did something. Oh, thank God. Yeah, Gutsman can wreck the ratties too, especially when they walk off of all those cracked panels and they get stuck in a corner, but I don't want to have to dedicate a slot in my chip folder to those chips when I don't have some other strategy surrounding them. When Flashman and Gutsman are part of your main strategy, of course you're going to have them in there, but I haven't built any folder so far that really requires them. I just used them a little bit when I had them, and that was it. I do need to heal up, but let's do this first. I didn't position myself well for this. Yeah, that was terrible positioning. Well, the developers really thought about this battle. That's something that I'm always fascinated by when I look at these fights. When I look at, like, how they decide which viruses go together and how they kind of cover for each other. That's always fascinating to see. Aw, mistimed it. It's okay, it's only 10 damage. Yeah, let's add all this. I need to heal up. And there's our healer. That's close enough to full. Let's end this. You had to take those last 10. Let's have a look. What do I want to do with what I have here? Well, I guess I could do some considerable damage on... The Meteor is going to slide all the way up, so I can't really get it to be in the middle. Okay, let's Beastman the Trumpy. And let's just toss this one out. And here's hoping we can kill it off. Perfect. And you stay there. Perfect. Let's heal up and end that Meteor's miserable life. Okay, that's not how that was supposed to happen, but we've got step crosses, we're good. Yeah, I'm loving the sensor battle chip. Even without ice panels, it has been wrecking so many navies just because it can stun lock some of them. It's hilarious. What do I want to do here? Well, if I can end the spiker, then... There. Now that thing is no threat at all. Let's go ahead and open up my slots and see if we can get Bubble Man to finish this thing off. You like sensor in white version. Why white version in particular? Well, there's our Bubble Man. and there's a plus 30. We're good. In white version, I actually have a bunch of sensors. I had to farm Sensor 3 in particular. I had to farm Sensor 3s just before this stream over the week for blue version because I only had one copy. Because it comes in P code in white version. Okay, I see. Would work pretty well with a Plant Man deck, and also we've got our Step Cross and Step Sword appear in P code, and you could also throw Evil Cut in there. Yeah, I see. I mean, I'm liking it here in B code. It's working pretty well for me. I think I want to kill that shadow first. Ah, it was too fast. Oh my goodness, this thing. Really? It's already on the offensive. Probably need a regular wide sword at this point. There. It's harder to get them because it's S plus and S plus plus rank rewards. Well, I already got them. That's what I did. I farmed the Sensor 3s using my custom style specifically because I like the B code. They'll work pretty well in a Beast Man, Bubble Man, Proto Man type of folder. Let's see. Oh, right, this is reminding me. So I looked it up, and I wasn't hallucinating. My Condor has been doing double damage in some instances, and that's because of a glitch. Apparently, when you're 3 panels away from the enemy, for some reason, I didn't understand the explanation quite well and haven't really thought about it much since reading it. There's something about the way that it calculates when damage instances are recorded for a frame, where 3 panels away is just right for Condor to register 2 hits, but it only works on viruses and not on Navis, because Navis, you trigger their invincibility frames. And, well, viruses don't have invincibility frames. So yeah, Condor can do double damage on enemies if you hit them from 3 panels away. It's probably time to start healing up. And I don't like the way that Metrodo is looking at me. Yeah, I'm not liking the look of this at all. Let's hope to eliminate something at least. Perfect, see? There it is. The Metrodo took 1 hit from the Condor and got deleted even though it had more than 180 HP. Because I struck it from exactly 3 panels away. Oh god. This is terrible. Alright, throw those out. They do in the mobile games, it's annoying. Wait. They do what? Sorry, I forgot what I said. That was in response to. Oh, invincibility frames. Okay, got it. They have invincibility frames in the mobile games. Good to know, in case I ever end up trying them. Okay, this is gonna seem silly, but 5 seconds of invincibility frames. Speaking of invincibility frames. Perfect. And now I can heal up in peace. Oh. That was funny. I was still on Zeta step, so I couldn't activate my totem. Aww. I was worried that would happen. It's okay. We're at about half health. We're good. And these guys are no issue for us. Oh, and I have holy panels too. Alright. Let's just get these out of my hand. I should have added. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, there's folder back. Actually, let me add first. That'll make folder back more worthwhile. There we go. I shouldn't have done that. Well, we're near full. I think it's time to end this. Let's see. This is also the reason you have your folder. By using Ice Stage, it gets rid of holy panels too. Yeah, I was considering doing something like that to deal with some of the viruses I was farming that had like holy panels and some of their configurations, but I found ways to work around it for now. This should be all we need. Yep. All done. Battle 13. How many battles is this? I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited for the first totem to finish its work. It's fine. Yeah, let's finish off at least one of them. Oh, maybe I can finish off... Ah, I forgot about the ice! Well, that's okay. I can probably work around this thing with Step Cross. Step Sword might be better, though. Or we could just Rock Arm. That's also an option. Yeah, let's just do Rock Arm for now. Oh, wait. Step Sword is now useless. Let's see, but step cross is not... Well, it is if I can't get to the center row. Okay, let's take a Hail Mary chance here. Oh, perfect. Shield has been eliminated. Please tell me. Yes! Okay, I got it in time. Yeah, it's nice that they give us a few breathers like this one. Pun not intended. These guys, I haven't faced these guys except in like story battles or quest related battles. They're supposed to be a rare encounter in Hospital Area 5, but I've never had a reason to go there because I got so much from the chip trader I didn't have to go farm. No! They can do that? Well, that's fine. That's what sensors are for. You just made the worst mistake of your life. Oh no. Oh god, no. The alpha bug needs to die. Uh-oh. Oh god, no. This is terrible. Well, at least we got rid of one of those killer eyes, or Joker eyes, rather. Okay, main threat eliminated. Now I can heal up in peace. And I think we're good. Here's looking at ya. It's gonna be 20 battles, isn't it? It better not be 30. It's gonna be 30, isn't it? Oh, do I take the hit? Yeah, I guess I might as well. Ah! I walked right into it. Ooh. Is it over already? I think it might be. If not, then... Okay, perfect. I can heal a little. Fold her back. Might as well use it. My goodness, they're throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, at us. Well... let me think here. 40 damage times 8. Yeah, that's enough. Bye-bye. I'm going to guess that the Scuttle Omega just does laser beams like the... what's it called? The Scuttlist. I think I want to deal with the Slimist first, actually. Missed opportunity. Okay, Plant Man can definitely deal with the Dominard. Yes! Okay, that worked out way better than I was expecting. I don't even know why I bother with charging, it's not like I can reach that thing. And this is why I love Sensor 3. Oh, it's done. Finally, we get the ultimate program. The hub batch. Alright. Whoops, not chip folder. NaviCust. Alright, so... hub batch, where are you? It's probably closer to the bottom. No? Oh, there it is. Yeah, here it is. Become one with your Navi. Not a very good description. Doesn't tell you much of anything about what it does, but from the name hub you can probably infer, especially if you discovered the hub style in Battle Network 2. It gives you super armor. It gives you, I think, custom 1. It gives you Break Buster and Break Charge, so you can break anything in the game. But it comes with an automatic bug which cuts your HP in half, just like the hub style did in Battle Network 2. But we have Bug Stop, so we can maintain our full HP while still having all the glorious benefits of this thing. I'll figure out how I want to use it later. For now, I'll just stick to what I've got. And let's save our progress. And let's see, there was nothing over... well, I think there was mystery data over there, but... yeah, we're all done with that. Can I run from this? Okay, perfect. I want to explore at least the security stuff down here. Oh, and we can still fit the fast gauge, yes. And I will definitely remember to compress. In fact, let's do that right after this fight. Yeah, let's go ahead and compress our hub batch. We really should be just compressing every new program as we go now. Let's see, hub batch, there you are, and let me look up my compression codes. So, compression code for hub batch was... B left A, down down, up LB. And there you go, that takes one square out of it. That's what all the compression codes do. They take out just a singular square, which can make a whole world of difference. And don't worry, my fast gauge is compressed. I just didn't update the NaviCust after compressing it. In case you weren't here earlier when I did all my compressions. But something to note, Hub Batch is not compatible with the Cust style. In fact, it's not compatible with any style. You'll always get an error. I know there are different error codes depending on the style that you use. Because yeah, it is an orange program. What do we have here? Don't be a virus. It's a virus. Well, that's okay. Now, I would have tried farming these guys for life aura, but I don't need to. Fortunately, we can run away from these. If this was Battle Network 2, that would be impossible. Are these the ones that have like 600 HP? Let's see. What do you have for me? Oh. I think we copy damage this one. I think we copy damage our way through this one. Let's see. So I'm going to do... remove Beastman for now. And let's get our copy damage in here. Oh my! Right, I got all this from the bug frag trader. Of course, I was about to ask myself, why is this not sorted? Would be nice to get more copy damage in Star Code. That chip is beyond broken, and it's amazing that they give it to you so early in the game. But anyway, let's skip to my... there's my alphabetically sorted stuff. Copy damage, where are you? There you are. And we can definitely do Life Sword on the first two. And then we need another source of 400 damage. We can just do Grass Stage and throw a Black Bomb 3 and be done with it. Or Grass Stage with... we could do some Fire plus 30 with Flame Man. That works too. Let's replace the Aqua plus 30 with a Fire plus 30 temporarily. Where is it? Oh, it's further up because I got some from... okay, let's resort alphabetically. It got moved up because I got some Fire plus 30s from the bug frag trader. Wow, I have 8 of them now. I'm never letting go of them. So yeah, that's Flame Man, and then we need... a Grass Stage. Let's remove... what can I remove here? Let's remove a Plant Man, so that I remember to put the V4 in there later. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, no. I don't need the Fire plus 30, because I've got Flame Man V4 now. Where did Plant Man... oh, right. I have several of them now. So, there's Plant Man V4. Let's find our Flame Man V4. Where are you? Did I miss him? No, that's Flashman. There's Flame Man V4. Yeah, we don't even need the Fire plus 30. And let's throw out Bubble Man V3 to get Bubble Man V4 in there. And a Grass Stage. Where is... there it is. And let's set it as a regular. Okay, this should work. Actually, I should have probably set copy damage as my regular chip, because that's the first thing we need to do. Well, no harm in doing this. Might as well heal up while I wait. Okay, throw those out. Throw those out. Throw all that out. There's our copy damage. Now I just need Life Sword. Actually, wait a minute. Do I, though? I think it might work if I copy damage the one that's in the middle of the back row, and then do Flame Man and have him attack that first gold one and then the black one. Would that work while the screen is still dimmed? You know what? For experimentation's sake, I want to see if this actually works. And if it kills me, fine, I just reload the save and try again. Well, now we know that it doesn't work. It's all part of the learning process. Ooh, I'm liking this one better. I've already got my sword and wide sword. Yeah, only one thing I can throw out this time. Alright, there's my life sword. Now I just need to wait for my copy damage. I can throw these two out. Still no copy damage. Whew. There we are. Copy damage and life sword. Perfect. And now Flame Man for the finishing touch. Alright, that's one. Mine in star code, alright. Well, I know what I'm gonna be farming off screen. Is there... Okay, so both routes take us to the same place. How many battles is this one gonna be? I mean, I've already gone pretty much over the time I had planned for today, so maybe we save this for next time. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let me just restore the folder I had before. Don't need grass stage and copy damage anymore. Let's put back... I forget what I took out. did I take out? I probably took out a sensor. And I'm missing a Navi chip. Right, I had Beastman in there. Well, Beastman V1, I don't think it's worth having him in here as a regular chip, so yeah, let's just go ahead and put the V4 in there, because my Navi chips are coming up consistently enough. And then I need one more thing to put in here. Fine. MMBN3, this is for you. I'll put Flashman V4 in there. And yeah, this is where we will leave things off for today. So next time we will deal with this monolith and deal with that last security system that has some absurd requirements, but I think I've already figured out a solution for it. I've previewed what the situation looks like, and I think I have a reliable way to deal with it. I'm glad that you are happy about me using your Flashman V4. Anyway, yeah, that's where we'll wrap things up for today. Let me think, was there anything I wanted to comment on? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, right, I looked up what Famous's wristband does. And yeah, Famous's wristband changes some things that you can do with Punk's Navi chip, which is the download chip for this game. Where is it? Yeah, this thing. Having it versus not having it can modify some of the moves that Punk can do if you download his chip from the Mega Man menu. And I'm forgetting how to do that. Yeah, this thing. I'm not gonna download it yet, but that's what Famous's wristband does. It modifies some of the moves. It unlocks more things. There are like specific things you have to do. Like I think there are command inputs. I have to look it up again because I don't remember. But that's what Famous's wristband does. And yeah, so off screen I guess I'm gonna try and find... You know what? No, we'll do that on screen. So next time we'll look for the Omega version of the Scuttlist virus family for our virus breeder, and we'll take care of this monolith and take care of the last security system here, and then face off against the Navi that's waiting for us. We've already been told who's waiting for us. It's Serenade, and I'll do whatever needs doing, and that'll be the end of the first chunk of post-game, or I guess post-game proper, before we head into post-game. Maybe I'll look up the requirements and see if it's something that's feasible and or doable. And yeah, now I have to do all this over in white version, so as soon as I get that stuff done, I'll figure out the Bullman Mistman situation, and that might dictate whether or not we do the post game, so we'll see. MMBN3, you might be hearing from me over the week. Just be forewarned. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, hope you learned something new from my blunders or tactics, the ones that were both successful and unsuccessful. Both success and failure can teach you things after all, and hope you had fun watching all those ridiculous trades with the Bug Frag Trader, and I think that's it for today. Take care, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!